There's a version of you that starts investing today, and there's another version of you that waits just 10 years before doing the exact same thing. Same person, same income, same strategy, but by retirement, one of you has over $1 million more than the other, and it's not the one who waited. Today I'm going to show you the exact math behind that gap. Not the vague, start early advice you've heard 100 times, the actual numbers. Because once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's start with two people. Call them Maya and Jordan. Maya is 22 years old. She just landed her first real job. Nothing fancy. And she decides to invest $200 a month into a simple index fund. She does this consistently for 10 years. Then she stops completely. Never adds another dollar. Just lets it sit. Jordan is 32. He waited until he felt ready. Now he's investing $200 a month too. Same amount, same fund, same 8% average annual return. But Jordan doesn't stop. He keeps going for 33 years straight, all the way until they both hit 65. Here's the question. Who ends up with more money? Jordan invested for 33 years. Maya only invested for 10. Jordan put in almost 4 times as many years. So obviously Jordan wins, right? Maya ends up with around $834,000. Jordan ends up with around $700,000. Maya wins by over $130,000, and she stopped investing when Jordan was just getting started. That is what a 10-year head start actually looks like. Not in theory, in dollars. So why does this happen? It comes down to one thing, and it's not discipline, it's not income, it's not picking the right stocks, it's time. Specifically, it's the way compound interest turns time into an unfair advantage. Here's how compounding actually works. When you invest money and it earns a return, that return gets added to your balance. Then next year, you earn a return on that bigger balance. Then it gets bigger again. Then you earn a return on that. Over and over. Your money is essentially making money, and then that money makes more money, and it just keeps going. In the beginning, it feels like nothing is happening. Going from $200 to $216 after a year isn't exactly exciting. But give it 20 years, and that same $200 is doing things you didn't think were possible. Here's another way to feel this. Let's say you have $10,000 invested at 8% per year. In year 1, you make $800. Fine. In year 10, your account has grown to around $21,500, and now that same 8% return earns you $1,720 in a single year, more than double what it earned in year 1. By year 25, your account is around $68,000, and that 8% return is generating over $5,400 a year for you. You didn't do anything differently. The money just got bigger and kept compounding on itself. That is why Maya beat Jordan. Her money had a 10-year head start on compounding before Jordan even made his first contribution. Those first 10 years of Maya's investment weren't just 10 years of saving. They were 10 years of compounding runway that Jordan simply never got back. And here's what most people don't calculate. The cost of waiting isn't just the contributions you missed. It's the compounding you missed on those contributions. Every year you delay, you're not just losing 1 year of investing. You're losing decades of growth on that year's money. Let's make this real. If you're 25 right now and you put $5,000 into the market today and never touch it at 8% average returns, that single $5,000 grows to about $85,000. By the time you're 65, one investment, one time, $85,000. If you wait until you're 35 to make that same investment, that same $5,000 only becomes around $39,000 by 65. Same money, same return. But because you waited 10 years, you lost $46,000. $46,000 is the price of a 10-year delay on a single $5,000 investment. Now, multiply that across every month you delay, and you start to understand why the most expensive financial mistake most people make isn't a bad stock pick or a high-interest loan. It's waiting. I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, I don't have $200 a month right now. I've got bills. I've got debt. I'll start when things settle down. And I get that. I really do. But here's the thing about waiting until things settle down. They usually don't. Life has a way of staying expensive. The car always needs something. The rent goes up. There's always a reason to push it 1 more month. So instead of waiting for the perfect amount, start with whatever you have. Even $50 a month invested consistently in a low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500 is infinitely better than zero. Because the math doesn't care how small your starting number is. It just cares how much time that number has to grow. If you're 22 and you invest $50 a month starting today, by 65, you're looking at somewhere around $200,000. That's $50 a month, less than most people spend on subscriptions they forgot they signed up for. The point isn't the amount. The point is that you start the clock, because the clock is the whole game. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Number one, the best time to start investing was when you were 18. The second best time is today, not next month when you get a raise. Not after you pay off your car, today. Number two, if you're young and watching this, you have something that no amount of money can buy later in life, and that's time. Protect it. Don't trade years of compounding for things that won't matter in a decade. And number three, don't let perfection stop you. You don't need to know everything about investing to start. Open a brokerage account, put your money into a simple index fund, automate it so you don't have to think about it, and let time do what time does. Maya didn't beat Jordan because she was smarter or made more money. She beat him because she started. That's it. She just started. And the version of you that starts today will thank you in ways that are genuinely hard to put into words right now. The math will do that talking for you eventually. So start the clock.